Okay, so have you ever felt like you're just drowning in all this advice out there,
Oh, yeah.
especially when it comes to something like emotional resilience?
Yeah.
There's just so much information, and we're going to try to like distill that all down today
Yeah.
to like the essentials, and we're drawing from this excerpt of how to build emotional resilience.
Awesome.
And this deep dive is all about like really practical and actionable things you can take away
Hmm.
to help you just navigate whatever life is throwing at you.
Absolutely. I think, going beyond just like the definition of emotional resilience and
Right.
sort of exploring the nuances and then equipping ourselves
Yeah.
with strategies that really resonate.
Okay, so to kick things off, how about we tackle a common misconception that's out there?
Okay.
It seems like a lot of people think emotional resilience equals being stoic,
Yeah.
emotionless.
Yeah.
Just like,
Like a robot.
yeah, never letting anything get to you.
Right. And that's so far from the truth.
Yeah.
Emotional resilience is not about suppressing your emotions.
Right.
It's actually about understanding and managing them effectively.
Okay.
It's like this developing the ability to bounce back from challenges,
Yeah.
and maybe even stronger than before.
So more like a flexible bamboo stalk
Yes.
than like a rigid oak tree.
Yeah.
It bends and sways in the wind but doesn't break.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emotional resilience provides you with that strength
Like
and adaptability to kind of weather those inevitable storms of life.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But here's the question that I think is on everyone's mind.
Yeah.
What's the payoff? Like, why is it so important to cultivate this emotional resilience?
Well, for starters, just think about how much smoother life would be if
Okay.
you could just handle stress more effectively.
Yeah.
You'd be less likely to get overwhelmed. You'd think more clearly in those difficult situations.
Right.
And ultimately, you'd make better decisions.
Sign me up for all of that.
Right.
Who wouldn't want less stress and better problem-solving skills?
Exactly. And it goes far beyond that.
Okay.
The benefits go far beyond managing stress.
Yeah.
Because as you become more resilient, you naturally gain more confidence
Okay.
in your ability to handle whatever comes your way.
Right.
And this has a ripple effect in
Mhm.
all areas of your life, from your career to your personal relationships.
So wait, are you telling me emotional resilience can help me
Absolutely.
build stronger relationships?
Absolutely. Resilient individuals tend to be better communicators,
Oh,
especially during conflict.
okay.
They're able to approach disagreements constructively,
Yeah.
listen to different perspectives, and then find solutions that work for everyone involved.
Wow, that's fascinating. So we're talking about more than just like feeling better.
Yeah,
We're talking about like a fundamental shift
right.
in how we approach challenges and how we interact with the world around us.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm intrigued, but where do we even begin?
Yeah.
Like, what are some practical steps to actually cultivate this emotional resilience?
Well, this guide lays out several powerful strategies,
Okay.
and I think you'll find them surprisingly doable.
Okay.
It all starts with self-awareness.
Okay. Self-awareness, that seems like a good foundation.
Yeah.
But what does that actually look like in practice?
It's about taking the time to understand your emotional landscape.
Okay.
What triggers your stress response?
Yeah.
What are your typical coping mechanisms?
Right.
And a great way to sort of delve into this is through journaling.
Okay.
Just taking a few minutes each day to jot down your thoughts and feelings
Yeah.
can bring like a whole new level of clarity to your emotional patterns.
Journaling, huh? Sounds simple enough, but I can see how that could be really powerful.
Right.
Sort of like shining a light on those like subconscious patterns that we all have.
Exactly. By becoming more aware of your own emotional tendencies,
Okay.
you're essentially gaining the ability to choose how you respond to challenges
Right.
rather than simply reacting on autopilot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So journaling for self-awareness, that's a great first step.
Yeah.
What else can we do to kind of build up our emotional resilience toolkit?
Well, this excerpt emphasizes the importance of mindfulness.
Okay.
It's about training your mind to stay present,
Okay.
to focus on what's happening right now, instead of getting swept away by worries about the future
Right.
or regrets about the past.
Okay. Mindfulness, I've heard that word a lot lately.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I'm not really sure what it means beyond
Sure.
just trying to be more aware. Like, how does it actually help us build resilience?
Think of it this way: when you're mindful,
Yeah.
you're better able to observe your emotions without judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of getting caught up in that swirl of, I'm so stressed,
Yeah.
you can simply acknowledge, I'm noticing feelings of stress arising,
Right.
and this creates a little space between you and your emotions,
Okay.
which allows you to respond more thoughtfully
Yeah.
rather than reacting impulsively.
Interesting. So it's about creating that mental space to make conscious choices instead of just getting swept away by our emotions.
Exactly. And there are a variety of mindfulness techniques that
Okay.
you can experiment with.
Yeah.
Some people find meditation helpful, while others prefer mindful movement practices like yoga or Tai Chi.
Mm-hmm.
Even something as simple as paying attention to your breath for a few minutes
Yeah.
can have a profound impact.
Speaking of simple but effective techniques,
Yeah.
what about goal setting?
Oh, yeah.
I know that's a big topic in personal development,
hmm
but how does it connect to emotional resilience?
Well, setting realistic goals is crucial for building resilience
Okay.
because it provides a sense of direction and purpose,
Right.
especially when facing challenges.
Yeah.
The excerpt highlights the importance of breaking down larger goals
Okay.
into smaller, more manageable steps.
So instead of getting overwhelmed by trying to climb the entire mountain at once,
Yes.
we can focus on taking one step at a time.
Precisely, each small win along the way
Yeah.
gives you a boost of motivation
Right.
and reinforces that feeling of progress,
Okay.
which is so important for maintaining momentum, especially when things get tough.
Makes sense. And I imagine that sense of accomplishment, even from those smaller achievements,
Absolutely.
can really help build our confidence and belief in ourselves.
Absolutely. And that increased self-efficacy, that belief in your ability to succeed
Mm.
is a key component of emotional resilience.
Okay, so we've got self-awareness through journaling,
Yep.
mindfulness techniques to stay present,
Mm-hmm.
and breaking down goals into achievable steps.
Right.
But what about when things get really tough?
Yeah.
Like when we're dealing with a major setback or feeling completely overwhelmed,
Sure.
that's when we need to lean on our support system.
Right. That's a
Okay.
crucial aspect of resilience.
Yeah.
Cultivating a strong support network can make a world of difference.
Yeah.
These are the people in your life who offer encouragement, a listening ear,
Right.
or maybe a fresh perspective when you need it most.
It's so true. Sometimes just talking things through with someone you trust
Yeah.
can help you process your emotions and see things more clearly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder that you're not alone in this.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of giving support as well.
Oh.
Helping others can actually boost your own resilience.
Okay.
It shifts your focus outward,
Mhm.
strengthens connections,
Right.
and reminds you of your own strength and capacity to make a difference.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
You're supporting someone else.
Exact.
And in turn, you're strengthening your own resilience.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got self-awareness, mindfulness, goal setting,
Mm-hmm.
and leaning on our support system. What other gems does this guide have for us?
Well, it might seem obvious,
Okay.
but it's worth emphasizing.
Okay.
Taking care of your physical well-being plays a
Mhm.
significant role in building emotional resilience.
Yeah.
We're talking about regular exercise, nourishing foods, and prioritizing quality sleep.
It's amazing how interconnected everything is.
Mm.
You don't always think of physical health as being directly tied to emotional resilience, but it makes perfect sense.
Absolutely. When you're physically depleted,
Yeah.
it's much harder to cope with stress and navigate challenging situations.
Right.
You're essentially running on fumes.
Yeah.
But when you prioritize your physical health,
Mm-hmm.
you're giving your body and mind the resources they need to thrive.
So it's not just about feeling good physically.
Right.
It's about giving ourselves the foundation we need to be mentally and emotionally strong as well.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah.
All of these strategies seem to be interconnected.
Yeah.
What's the final piece of the puzzle?
This last strategy is all about cultivating a growth mindset.
Okay.
It's about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and learning
Mhm.
rather than as threats or setbacks.
Okay.
It's about embracing the idea that you can develop your abilities
Right.
and become more resilient over time.
This reminds me of something I heard recently.
Yeah.
Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful.
I love that.
I love that perspective.
It's a powerful way to reframe those inevitable obstacles we all face.
Right.
Instead of getting bogged down by a sense of failure,
Yeah.
you can ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this to grow?
So instead of saying, I can't do this,
Right.
we say, I can't do this yet.
Exactly. It's about embracing that journey of continuous learning and development.
Yeah.
And it's a journey that can be incredibly rewarding.
I love that shift in perspective.
Yeah.
It's so empowering to view challenges as opportunities for growth. We've covered a lot of ground here,
We have.
from self-awareness and mindfulness to the
Yeah.
importance of support systems and physical well-being.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I'm curious
Yeah.
about any practical exercises that we can use to really solidify these strategies
what-
and make them part of our daily lives.
This excerpt actually includes a few exercises that can help you integrate these concepts into your routine.
Okay.
One that stands out is the idea of a daily reflection.
Okay, daily reflection. What does that entail?
It's simply taking a few minutes each day, maybe at the end of your workday
Okay.
or before you go to bed,
Yeah.
to pause and reflect on your experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Ask yourself, what were some of the challenges I faced today?
Okay.
How did I respond to them?
Right.
What did I learn?
It's like a mini debrief with yourself.
Exactly.
And I imagine it can be particularly helpful for identifying those recurring patterns we talked about earlier.
Exactly. By regularly reflecting on your experiences, you start to notice those knee-jerk reactions
Yeah.
and gain a deeper understanding of your own emotional triggers.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like shining a light on those blind spots so we can start to make more conscious choices. What other exercises does this guide recommend?
Another powerful practice is cultivating gratitude.
Okay.
It might sound simple,
Yeah.
but taking time each day to appreciate the good things in your life
Right.
can have a profound impact on your overall well-being and resilience.
I've heard about gratitude journals, where you write down a few things you're grateful for each day.
Yep.
Does that really work?
It's surprisingly effective.
Really?
When you intentionally focus on the positive,
Yeah.
it shifts your perspective and helps to counteract that negativity bias we all tend to have.
Right.
You start to notice the good things that are already present in your life, even amidst challenges.
So it's a way to retrain our brains to focus on the good instead of getting bogged down by the negative.
Precisely. And it doesn't have to be a formal journaling practice. You
Yeah.
can simply take a few moments throughout your day
Right.
to mentally acknowledge the things you're grateful for. A sunny morning, a delicious meal, a kind gesture from a stranger, it all counts.
I love that it's about finding those little sparks of joy throughout the day and letting
Yeah.
them nourish us.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got daily reflection for self-awareness, gratitude practice for shifting our perspective.
Right.
Any other practical tips to share?
Well, since we've been talking about the power of mindfulness,
Yeah.
how about we guide our listeners through a simple breathing exercise right now?
I love that.
It's a great way to experience firsthand how effective even a few minutes of mindful breathing can be.
I'm all for that. All right, everyone, let's take a moment to settle in and find a comfortable position. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. Now, gently bring your attention to your breath.
Yeah.
Notice the natural rhythm of your inhale and exhale.
As you breathe in, imagine you're filling your lungs with a sense of calm and peace. And as you breathe out, let go of any tension or stress you might be holding.
Just continue breathing in this way.
Yep.
Focusing your attention on each inhale and exhale.
Yeah.
If your mind wanders gently, guide it back to your breath.
Notice how your body feels as you breathe deeply.
Mm-hmm.
You might feel your heart rate slowing down, your
Yeah.
muscles relaxing. This is the power of mindfulness in action.
Beautiful. We can return to our day feeling a little more grounded and centered.
Mm.
And remember, this is a tool you can access anytime, anywhere
Right.
to bring yourself back to the present moment
Right.
and cultivate a sense of calm.
Exactly. You don't need any special equipment or a designated meditation space.
Right.
Just a few minutes of conscious breathing can make a world of difference.
So we've explored the key strategies for building emotional resilience.
Yeah.
And we've even equipped our listeners with practical exercises to put these concepts into practice.
Absolutely.
What a journey.
It's been a fascinating exploration. Remember, this is just the beginning.
Right.
Building emotional resilience is an ongoing process, a journey of self-discovery and growth.
Beautifully said. The key takeaway here is that emotional resilience is a skill,
Yeah.
not a fixed trait. It's something we can all cultivate with practice and intention.
Absolutely. And if you're interested in diving deeper into this topic, there are countless resources available, from books and articles to workshops and courses.
That's a great reminder. There's always more to learn and explore. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into emotional resilience.
It was a pleasure.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep embracing those opportunities for growth.